All right, so today we're going to do lesson 53, which is on exponents and conversions. So first we're going to start on exponents. So we already have some problems I have written down. So our first one is going to be a raised to the power of 5, and all of that squared. So all we have to do in these cases is multiply our exponents together. So 5 times 2 is 10, so this answer is a raised to the power of 10. Our second one is x raised to the power of -4, which is all raised to the power of -2. And 4 times 2 is 8. Since they're both negative numbers being multiplied, it will become a positive number, so it does stay 8. So the final answer is just x raised to the power of 8. The next one is p raised to the power of -7, all raised to the power of -7 again. -7 times -7 will become a positive number, and that is 49. So it'll be p raised to the power of 49. And then our last one is m raised to the power of k squared. Since k is not a number, it's just going to be m2k. M raised to the power of 2k. And those are some basic ones. So now we're going to do solve more problems. So our first one is 2x raised to the power of 5, y squared z, and all of that's going to be cubed. And so basically that means 2 cubed plus y to the 5 cubed plus, or sorry, x to the 5 cubed. Y squared all cubed plus z to the power of 3. And we will just figure that out. So 2 cubed is 8. 5 times 3 is 15, so it would be x 15. 2 times 3 is 6, y 6, z cubed is just z cubed. All we did was distribute it out and then solved. All right, so our next one, we will have 3x raised to the power of -2, y to the power of the 5 over 2 raised to the power of 4. And all of that is raised to the power of -2. So we have 3x raised to the power of -2, y to the power of 5 over 2 raised to the power of 4, all raised to the power of -2. Right? So instead of just distributing it out, we're going to mentally do it. So we will have 3 to the -2 over x to the 4th, and then y to the -10. So we had 3 to the -2, -2 and -2 is 4, 5 and -2 is going to be -10, divided by 4 times -2 is 8. So -8 to 2 to the -8. I'm sorry, this is not a 2. This is a z. Can't even read my own handwriting. So the 2 is a z on the bottom. So sorry. I'm trying to figure out why my answer did not make sense. All right. So then we have our final answer, since we would actually divide that out. It would be x to the 4th over y to the negative 10 over 9 z to the negative 8. All right, and we're going to do one more. We 2a to the negative 2 b squared z to the negative 10 all raised to the power of negative 5. So 2a raised to the power of negative 2 b squared z to the negative 10 all to the power of negative 5. Right. So then we would have 2 to the negative 5. 2's looking like z's, throwing me off. And then negative 2 and negative 5 is 10. Negative 5 and 2 is 10. And negative 10 and 5 is 50. So we have 2 raised to the power of negative 5, a to the 10, b to the negative 10, and z to 50. We multiply that out. We would have a to the 10th, b to the negative 10, z to the 50 over 32. All right. So that's the exponents. Now we're going to do conversions. All right, so the first one, we are going to convert 180 feet cubed to inches cubed in 3 units. So we're going to do 180 feet cubed to inches cubed in 3 units. So if we break this down, we have 180 feet times feet times feet. That's the cubed. We know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So since it's cubed, it's going to be 12 inches over 1 foot times 12 inches over 1 foot times 12 inches over 1 foot. So they want us to do it in 3 units. So those are my 3 units. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to equal 180 times 12 times 12 times 12 inches cubed. Yeah, sure, inches cubed. So you don't actually have to figure out the final math of it. You can leave the answer like this. All right, and then the second one is going to be, we're going to convert 800 centimeters cubed to feet cubed in 6 units. 800 centimeters cubed to feet cubed in 6 units. So we'll start off with 800 centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. And there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters. I'm going to do that 6 times. I'm going to do that 3 times, sorry. Because then there are 1 foot and 12 inches. So we will have 1 foot over 12 inches. So this is all still multiplied out together. So you would have 800 centimeters times centimeters times centimeters times 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters times 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters times 1 inch over 2.5 centimeters, 54 centimeters times 1 foot over 12 inches times 1 foot over 12 inches times 1 foot over 12 inches to get your final answer of 800. I'm going to write it over here because I have no room over there. Over all of that. So it would be 2.54 times 2.54 times 2.54 times 12 times 12 times 12. And it's asking for feet cubed, so that would all be feet cubed. I'll go ahead and write the final answer up here since it's all crammed in here. So our final answer is 800 So that's our final answer up here. So we did it out this many because it told us to do it in 6 units. So when converting, you would just do it depending on how many units they asked you to do it to. So you would have to convert. For this one, we had to go from our metric system to the US system. So we first went from our centimeters to however many inches it is, and then inches to we could take to feet. And then that's how we got the final answer. And the previous one, we were already in the US system, feet to inches, and it asked us to do it to 3. So there's 12 inches and 1 foot, and that was a little easier to just plain right out. All right, and that is all for lesson 53 on exponents and conversions.